We have a sum of money that we want to invest in Morecambe, to groups who perhaps we haven't always been that well connected to.
It's the first time anything like this, or I've done any presentation or anything like this, so it's been a great opportunity for myself, but for the community, giving them a chance to vote on how the money's spent has been absolutely superb, and just to know that you've got the support of the community has been absolutely fantastic.
It's money well spent. We can't believe we've done it, but we are glad we came. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, we're delighted that the needs of the children have been recognised and that they do feel that they've had a voice in making decisions and influencing decisions, and they've seen the way the decision-making and democratic process works, and it's been an all-round wonderful opportunity for the children, and to come out at the end of the day with some money for the school is an added bonus.
I think it's absolutely superb. I think any means by which local people, adults or children, can be drawn into making decisions which affect their future and their present. I particularly know quite a small scale like a Polton neighbourhood scheme. I think it's a really fantastic idea.
I think people who get involved in this sort of event really get enthused by it. I think it's really successful, not only for distributing money, but for really building people's feeling that they're part of a community. It will be great when it gets going. We'll be able to see all the different ideas, all the different energy that people have in their community for making it better.
I think people have a great day. It's a long day, but it should be fun, should be entertaining. I feel concerned for the presenters because they're not going to realise how many people they're talking to until they stand up on that stage.
Let's start off then, and because Dean's first, I think we really should give him a warm welcome because it's quite difficult being first.
We represent the Morecambe and Heysham Model Railway Club. The display in front of you should give you a brief idea of what we do. We don't want to be greedy, and even though we certainly could use £2,000, after careful and prolonged discussion, the committee decided that £800 is enough to complete phase one of our plans.
The next group, we've got Angela, Becky and Claire, and they're from Polton Preschool.
We're here to ask you for your vote. Our nursery is in great need of a makeover, and this money would make a massive difference to us.
It's a real identity.
What's more important than the money is the feedback from the audience, the fact that people are recognising, perhaps applauding their presentations, and really also the networking, the fact that people begin to meet other people and see who else is in their community and who else cares about their community. So I think that's where it is really successful in getting people to feel they're part of something. The source of Polton are the people of Polton. If they can pull together, if they can start to act in a community-minded way, then they make the difference. You can't change this by throwing money at an area. You can only change it by making people feel that there's a hope and a positive spirit and that they care about it. So events like this, again, are the opportunity for people to really demonstrate that they care about where they live. And I think that is the real power of it, the networking, the feeling that you're part of a movement, that you're not isolated and alone. And so that's, for me, why it's such a valuable experience.
So, what is You Decide? And what's it really been like for us in the working group?
What is You Decide? Well, in my opinion, I would think it's a certain amount of money, and you decide, which is me and everybody else, decide how it's spent.
It's people in the community deciding what they want in the community and going out to get it, really.
Community empowerment. Let's see. We don't make the decisions. This is down to the local communities.
Well, I'm on the working group, so we'll go along to meetings every month, and we'll talk about how it's going to be organised and how it's going to be set up, the event, and how to help people sort out the applications and how they're going to get that across on the event, how they're going to show why they want the money and why they should get it, really.
It's actually it's a great group. We meet every month and we decide how the event's going. We might probably decide where the event's going to be held, and when the applications come in, the working group decides which ones suit the criteria.
It hasn't been roses all the way, mind. We've had to work really hard to get to grips with some things.
Sometimes it can get a bit heated. People like have opinions, and obviously they want to say their opinion, and people do.
Yeah, I would simply say on the top of your head, you could put an application through that wouldn't meet the criteria, but still may go through on the day.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Just like last year, we asked all the residents of our 3 wards to come up with ideas to make where they live cleaner, greener or safer.
We're not debating the project, we're just seeing if they actually fit one of those 3.
It was really hard not to start making decisions ourselves about which ideas should be funded. All we had to do was work out, was it cleaner, greener or safer?
Thinks it doesn't hit the criteria.
The majority says no,
Right,
so it's rejected.
We also had to take into account that there was even more interest in You Decide this year, so we needed to check out bigger venues. Look at how we manage the voting and deal with all the issues involved in planning a much bigger do. But on the day, we had another great event.
Obviously there was people outside to meet people coming in, and there was people inside taking people to the tables, and everybody had a nice table and everything. And the voting system was much better as well. Obviously everybody had a pad.
Like last year, people had to present their ideas to the audience, 200 of their fellow residents.
Every single group has got 3 minutes to come up here and sell their idea to you.
On the day, I didn't know what to expect. The previous year was really, really good, and I just thought it'd be more or less the same, but that day at the Centre of Life was totally different. A lot of community groups that I didn't know of were there. Some of the schemes that were put forward and some of the presentations start to cry.
We really need a park. Please give us your votes.
Probably in 4 years of being a councillor, probably the best day of my life.
In the end, the people decided to fund 27 of the 33 ideas put forward.
Quite simply, have you enjoyed today's event? Please vote 1 for yes, 2 for no.
So, did all the planning and hard work pay off this year? As usual, we all had different views.
I think it's much better. I think it's a nicer environment, and it's much bigger. To be honest, it's much nicer. It's more professional, I think. And
It's a lot bigger than last year, and it's been good.
It got pretty boring in the middle because we were doing nothing, but then got a bit more excited when we were doing it because it's because you were occupied.
When it got nearer to your turn, it got more exciting.
But it was a good test of our ability to work together.
Well, I must say, I didn't know what to expect, but it's wonderful. The atmosphere is electric.
And there was no doubt about the energy in that room.